Hello, welcome back. It's your Asset Protector here. Happy New Year. I want to start off first and foremost by saying thanks to God for keeping us here and allowing us to see another year. And may this year bring prosperity, hope, love, joy, and everything that fulfills your desires. I want to talk briefly about a subject that's very important: consumer versus investor mindset. We're coming out the Christmas holidays. Remember, I did that video about the halls and all that. So many people are going broke. Many of y'all ain't got no money because you went in the stores, you balled out of control, and now you're trying to fix that. And since you spiraled out of control, now by the time Christmas comes again, in 11 months, just 11 months, you're gonna be doing the same thing again. I think that foolishness is. I think that someone said that the true definition of ignorance is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting a different result. Again, I want to talk to you. Like I said, we're coming out of the holiday season. We spent a lot of money, made a lot of bad decisions financially, but this is an opportunity now to put us in a place where we can begin to get it right. Consumer versus investor mindset. So what does that mean? So most people, they are trained, or their minds are rather trained to be consumers. You look at television, every time you turn on TV, there's a commercial, right? So what they call it now is paying the bills. If you listen to the radio, between every song, almost what? There is a commercial. If you're watching YouTube and you're not paying for it, commercial in the middle of that part that you really wanted to see. And the reason why is because what they are doing is that they are planting seeds in you. And then what those seeds are going to do is they're going to come up. And they're going to come up in the form of you going into the marketplace and leaving your hard-earned money for stuff that is useless to you. First and foremost, we spend too much money that we don't have, buying things that we can't afford to buy and don't need to have, just to impress people. So when we ride by and we could show them our new bag or our new jacket or these new shoes that we're wearing or earrings or whatever the case might be, it's always about trying to upshow. And I mean not show up, but upshow. You're trying to outshow someone else, and it's costing you, and it's going to cost your family generationally. So they teaches you that buy more, spend more, flex more, show out more, but nobody's teaching you how to be a protector. How do you protect your assets? How do you protect the money that you've already earned? How do you protect the people in your life that you claim that you love and you care for? How do you mitigate your tax situations? How do you circumvent or get out of certain taxable situation? We talk about people like Donald Trump and Elon Musk and how they are beating the system. Well, it's a crooked ass system that we have anyway. Insurance. I sell insurance. Insurance is, and I'll be one of the quickest people to tell you, first people to tell you that insurance is one of the biggest ripoffs that there is. And I'm just giving you the facts because you've been driving your car, right? And you've been paying insurance for the last 10 years, paying your insurance every month. So let's just say you've been paying $1,000 a year, right? And I'm just keeping that easy for math. I'm not a mathematician, and I don't want to screw these up. You're paying $1,000 a year. I know you're paying more than that, but just stay with me, okay? You paying $1,000 a year. Yeah, I know you say you wish. You've been paying $1,000 a year, and for 10 years, if it's 12 months, that's $1,200 a year. For 10 years, how much is that? That's $12,000 of your hard-earned money is going out of your pocket into their coffers every month. And they're taking your money, and what are they doing with it? Whatever they want to do with it. But you ain't getting it. Since you never even had an accident. You don't get a forgiveness for not having an accident. You only get penalized when you mess up, when you make a mistake. So, like I said, people want to be these consumers and flex and all that stuff, but nobody's telling you how to protect your stuff and how to be a protector. And see, being a protector prevents you or circumvents you and your family from losing wealth, because wealth disappears after every generation. I have 5 points to bring this scripture. I'm just joking. I have 5 points that I want to share with you, and I hope that will help you in some way to get your mind on the right side and get on the right side of the quadrant, so to speak, and where your money is now working for you, and where now your money is working for your family, and now you being a generational blessing to your family, not a curse. The point number one, the consumer mindset. Consumers ask one question, and one question only. What can I buy right now? Now. You hear me talk about in previous videos, talk about this microwave mentality. Hurry up, heat it up, hand it in. We're thinking about mentality. We're thinking about now, instant. And we live in a world now where you have AI, artificial intelligence. You have websites, you have emails, you have everything is electronic. In fact, we don't even carry money anymore. I had a client, that I met with the other day, and he wanted something notarized. And he didn't have the correct amount of money. I didn't have no change on me. I don't carry cash on me. So if you're trying to play and rob me in the streets, you just practice it. Nobody carries cash anymore because we're in a digital era. And either you're going to do one or the other. You're going to get on board or you're going to get left behind. But either way, you're going to get something. So why don't you be the one to choose? I digress. Consumers ask that question, what can I buy right now? What's on sale right now? Upgrades, holidays, trends, Black Fridays, Cyber Mondays. Now they even have what's called unboxing or something that my wife was telling me about unboxing. I wish I would. And then number two, let me say, before I get to point two, let me say this. For those of you who do all this Christmas shopping, if you plan to shop next year, and you're not trying to heed my word, and you're just going to be foolish, you're going to fly by the seat of your pants, and you're going to keep on getting out there and letting these people commercialize you, right? Get your money, right? And keep you struggling, that's cool. Say, if you're going to do that, let me even give you a nugget. You should be preparing for Christmas 2026 right now. Don't wait for Christmas when all of these, you can't even get in the parking lot. You can't get out the parking lot. You got to stand in the doggone line for 30 minutes just to get checked out. And oftentimes, you end up putting the stuff back and going somewhere else because you get tired or hungry or realize you have to take your medicine or you parked illegally or you got to pick the children up from daycare, pick a kid up from practice. I don't know, piano practice or whatever the case might be, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is a mess. It is a cluster pluck. It's a cluster pluck. That's what it is. So this is where we come in at, right? So what we do is we help you protect your assets. We're talking about the protect the mindset. That's what we come in at. And how do I keep my family stable? What happens if I'm no longer there or here, rather? I'm not speaking from the other side. Okay, what happens if I'm no longer here on this earth? What happens if I pass away, if I perish? What happens if I get killed in an accident? What happens if I go out there in the street, a black man, and get shot down for some senseless, stupid reason? What happens? What's going to happen to my children? What's going to happen to my wife? What's going to happen to my stuff? Not that the stuff is going to make much of a difference to me because I'll be gone. But don't you? No. But I want to take care of my family. Don't you? So, like I said, that's where life insurance, trust, estate planning, tax preparation, things of that nature, all of these things in which we do to help you understand better what you need for your family based on what your wants are, then we can show you what you can do. You can want all you want to, but what can you afford? You know, I have people ask me all the time, how much, in fact, one person hit me up and sent me a message saying, how much do you charge for your insurance? How much do I charge for my insurance? A black man in the United States, my insurance. Let me tell you right now, if I own an insurance company, like Nationwide or Allstate or whatever, Transamerica, I wouldn't be on this thing doing this. Someone else would be doing this. I wouldn't be trying to be an empath for you. I would have other people doing that. Instead, what I would do is I'd be on a yacht somewhere with a Mai Tai in my hand, a Mai Tai in one hand, and maybe my phone in the other hand, and just taking it all in. Or maybe I'll take the phone and throw it in the water. I don't know. Probably won't even have a phone. Because I don't want nobody getting a hold of me because they might ask me for some money. And, and that's what we do. And I'm talking about some of you. And if it's you, hit home, well, I stepped on your foot, it hurt, get your foot out the way. Okay? Hit dog or holler, right? When you have a lot of money and you let people know you got a lot of money, you got cousins coming out of woodwork, friends, best friends, classmates, and all that mumbo jumbo. People ain't right. Point number 3. Spending ends, legacy continues. Spending ends when the money runs out, but legacy is forever. Legacy continues for generations, right? A protector understands that life insurance replaces income. Things like a trust. Trust avoids probate court. If you know anybody ever been to probate court, you know that probate court is not the place to be. Probate court is mean, it's cold, it is harsh, and you're going to lose some of your money giving it to somebody that you don't even know. But, again, I digress. So planning reduces taxes. If you have your trust in place, that is something you can utilize to get out of paying taxes. For example, you give me a gift and you owe taxes, I don't have to pay the taxes on that gift. It also protects you from creditors. People that's trying to sue you, right? So you go out there and you do something stupid or you make a mistake. Either way, it's going to be called stupid in the court. You did something now they're trying to get in your pocket. Put your stuff in a trust and protect it. All these celebrities out there, I'm talking to some of y'all too. First of all, stop doing dumb shit. You're up there for a reason. You're up there to make a difference and you have a voice. Stop doing dumb shit. Stop raping little boys. Stop date raping these women. Stop all that stuff. Just stop all of the killing and all of the foolishness. But again, that's not what this is about. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to, stop doing stupid stuff. And then you don't have to worry about being sued. He raped me. He touched me. He gave me something and put me to sleep, and when I woke up, I was hurting back there. My ass was hurting. I don't know what's going on. And another thing, folks, stop going places and drinking of everything and eating up everything. You go to somebody's house the first thing they want to do is give you something to drink. Yeah, give me a bottle of water. In fact, bring your own damn bottle of water with you. But get away from that. So, structure versus not having structure. Structure is how you preserve wealth. It's not just put it in the bank and pension off of it. It's about you have to have structure. If you don't, tax is going to get you. Penny pension is going to get you. Something's going to get you. You're going to lose that money. You get a check for $10,000 for whatever reason. Maybe somebody rear-ended your car. Excuse me. Maybe somebody rear-ended your car, and then you ended up with a check, whether it's $1,000 or $10,000. I don't care. It's money. It's a lump sum of money. It's in the bank. You leave it in the bank. You keep on pinching off. I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to pinch it. Now you got $9,000. Now you got $8,400. You go buy something else. Now you get down to $3,000. I know because I've done it. You look at those commas, that comma. Not those commas now. That's what we're going for. But you look at that comma in your bank account. Talking to average people. You look at that comma in your bank account and you decide, you know what? I want that comma to stay there. But that's not how the comma stays there. The karma comes there because you have to have something coming in. Otherwise, you're not living. Money is not supposed to be just there to stack up. Money is there as a tool, just a tool. No different than a writing pen. That's all money is, a writing pen, like a writing pen or a screwdriver, a stapler. This is a tool that I use for my work. That's all it is. Or a phone. That's all it is. It's a tool, and it's just used. A pair of scissors, right? Money. It's all the same stuff. So, in essence, when you shift from consumer to protector, you stop chasing approval. Remember I told you in the beginning about buying things to show off, spending money that you don't have, buying things you don't need to impress people that you don't like and don't even like you? You don't need approval. What you need is security. You stop chasing approval and you start building, not chasing, but building. Because anything you chasing is doing what? It's running away from you, right? You're chasing something that's running away from you. That ain't what you want. You want something to build something that's going to bring you money, success, power, growth, love, joy, all of those things in your life. Okay? You don't have to be miserable, and especially now. So you're no longer buying stuff, you're buying peace of mind. Point number 5, and this is the final point, is that someone has to step up in your family, right? Every family has a turning point. I don't care if it's I don't care where you come from, who you are, you're Jones. I don't care if you're light skinned or high yellow, dark as I am. It doesn't matter if you're dark as night. It doesn't matter if you're 6'9" or you 4'5". It doesn't matter. We all have equality in this. That is to be the person that we ought to see. There's a cliche or some type of phrase that says, be the person that you want to see. You stop being like daddy or granddaddy. I ain't leaving nobody shit. When I leave him, throw my ass in a hole and don't leave me nothing. I don't leave nothing. I ain't leaving. I'm going to spin up everything. And why in the hell would you start a family that didn't ask to be here just to hurt them? And I'm not going to go on no further about that. You all can talk amongst yourselves about that. Because I know this hit home with some people because I've heard people say it. When I die, throw my black ass over in a ditch. I don't care. Throw me in the woods and then die. Then the family coming with a GoFundMe and asking me to bury your ass. Throw his black ass in the ditch. And let the buzzers eat him up. I don't care if your ass is white. Throw his white ass. Nobody white never told me that. But if you are white, that's the way you feel, throw your white ass in the ditch. If you're not doing anything for your family, and you're not trying to create any good in your family, then what in the hell are you here for? You have to be that person in the family that decides that the buck stops here. It stops with me. I'm going to be the one to be I wanted to be the first millionaire in my family. But little did I know, in my big old head, my family already have millionaires in it. So I can't be the first to be the millionaire. But if that's you, someone told me recently I'm the first college graduate in my family, first generation college graduate. Kudos if that's you. If you first, anything, high school, business owner, to get married, whatever, to be a preacher, or whatever, own your own, whatever. If you're the first, then great, because it showed that you are not living in a cookie cutter lifestyle. You're not trying to be fit into a box, and you're doing your own thing, the reason why God brought you into life in the first place. Life is happening right now, and it's happening fast. And let me tell you something, my brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors, you're running out of time. You keep on playing around, you're going to look around, you're going to be 60 years old, you ain't got nothing in savings, you ain't got nothing, you've been a fool, your hip hurting, you got the gout, your back hurting, you got arthritis, you got whatever you got, you can't go out there and go get it. You can't get it no more. Now what are you going to do? Your family is depending on you, and now you're a dead sucker and ain't left nobody nothing. So you need to be that one person who decides this starts with me. This is how this starts with me. This is how generational wealth starts. Not how or where with money. It's about wealth, generational wealth. With money is about flashing. Let me show my rims. Let me show my car. When I pull up in there, I'm going to be the sharpest. I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. When I pull up in there, when I pull up and I step out the car, stop that. You're living for now, and you need to be thinking about the future. Start thinking about not just yourself. Think about those people that are dear to your heart or that you say you love, right? And make sure that they're okay. Okay? Make sure that when you die, your wife don't have to get out. And she might die first. Make sure you don't have to get out the house. I'm not just talking to men. Some people are single. Everybody not married. I'm not just talking to married people. If you're single, you still need a trust. Because either you have your own plan or the government have a plan, either way you got a plan, your money is going to end up going somewhere you don't want it because you were too stupid to give it to the people that you call yourself loving. So, who am I? The asset protector. And what do? I help people protect assets. I help people, one, to build assets, to grow your money, to build your wealth, right? Build your wealth, like cash value. Because you ain't got enough. You take the money that you have and instead of buying the rims, put that money in a vehicle or tool that is going to multiply and give you even more money. That's one thing I do. I help you protect that money. You need to have a trust, right? I help people with life insurance so that if they pass away, you pass away, you want to make sure that that foundation, that legacy is in place. I help people through educating people about life insurance, about assets and things of that nature. And I help walk you through that. So those are basic things that I do. I do a lot more than that, but those are the basic things. So you want, number one, you want to grow your money. 2, you want to protect your money. 3, you want to leave a legacy. The taxes and all that stuff in between, yeah, that's how we make it. We have ways of doing it. But those are the main 3 things that I do, okay? And that we do here at United Prospera. So with that being said, if you're ready to shift from being a spender to securing your legacy, holler at your man. Send me a message. Reach out to me. The conversation is free. It doesn't cost you anything to talk to me, but it could cost you everything if you don't. So I'm a nice guy, by the way. Okay, I know I talk a lot of junk, but actually I'm nice and I'm in your best interest. The insurance companies, some of you want to call the insurance company directly. You don't know who you're talking to, and when you call back, you're not gonna get that same person. When you hit my line, I'm gonna answer every time. Okay, when I say answer every time, I just want to let you know I don't mean that I'm sitting here waiting for the phone to ring. I have to live a life too. I might not answer the phone, but I'll either A, answer the phone, B, not answer the phone, or C, I'll call you back. All right? So I'm the asset protector. Let's build prosperity on purpose together. Look forward to talking to you soon.